Hello everyone, and welcome to my EastEnders Soap Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to EastEnders spoilers, Dean Wicks and an unidentified individual will work together to target Lynda Carter on the BBC soap opera next week. The identity of the persona has been hinted at by spoilers, and it appears that it is someone who is aware of Keanu Taylor's murder, or at least believes they are. Next week, about 8 months after Keanu's death on Christmas Day, the six are in danger. In dramatic circumstances, Lynda killed Keanu and covered it up with the help of 5 other women. A few characters have since discovered the truth, and they too have chosen to remain silent. Rather, after he made his own daughter ill and attempted to trick Jean Slater into believing she was having a bipolar episode, the evil Dean was set up for the crime. Before this, he had been tormenting Lynda for months and making her life miserable, all the while denying that he had sexually assaulted her in 2014. Dean attempted to say he had been set up after being arrested, but up to this point, no one seemed to believe him. There seems to be an unidentified mystery character who thinks Lynda is guilty and Dean is innocent. It's unclear if it's a present resident of Walford, a brand new character, or even a returning figure. What is known is that they start blackmailing Lynda, who becomes afraid that her secret will soon be revealed. Next week, Lynda is taunted by the mysterious culprit who leaves threatening letters for her at the Vic. Although the contents of the letters are not disclosed in the teasers, it is obvious that they are concerning Keanu's death and the crime he is serving a prison sentence for, considering that the individual is collaborating with Dean. Is Lynda being blackmailed because she first provided the police with the statement that resulted in Dean's arrest? Who would want to assist Dean in proving his innocence when he is aware that he is being falsely accused and has blamed Lynda? By threatening Lynda with letters, the unidentified someone takes action and makes it obvious that they want something from her. When they see Dean in prison at the end of the week, they will reveal who the perpetrator is and what precisely they know, but will Lynda break apart before then? When Fraser, one of Dean's contacts, stops Lynda in the Vic and tries to make her an offer from Dean, Lynda is shocked. Viewers of EastEnders see as Lynda is shaken and unsure about accepting the proposal until Mother Elaine steps in and tells him to go. Speaking with Johnny, he attempts to reason with Lynda before she becomes overwhelmed by Dean's contact and turns to alcohol. The following morning, Lynda is groggy from her hangover and worries Elaine that she has forgotten Archie's dentist appointment. When Elaine offers to take Annie instead, Lynda gets combative. Later, she's shocked to see that Annie's dental treatment has deteriorated. Jack is later asked by Lynda for advice regarding the trial and whether she should proceed at all. Lynda's ordeal doesn't end there, though, as she soon gets a letter threatening her life, prompting her and Johnny to attempt and figure out who could have sent it. Before a second letter is discovered, which sends Lynda into a deep depression, Johnny calls Denise and Sharon to tell everything. Startled, Lynda becomes uncontrollable and creates a commotion by blaming everyone at the Vic for being the ones behind the letters. While Johnny is left to comfort her upstairs, the person who sent the letters is secretly visiting Dean in prison. The scenes are part of the setup for Dean's trial in connection with Keanu Taylor's murder. The six had Dean framed, and he was taken into custody after Lynda called the police and Stacey Slater had hidden the murder weapon in Dean's apartment. On the Radio Times Soap Awards red carpet, Matt exclusively spoke with The Sun about his soap leaving, saying, "Dean is a bit like the World Cup. Every 6 years or so, you can stomach a little bit of him, but after a week, you're like, okay, enough of this. He's a fun character to play and all the people I work with like Kelly, Bright, and Dee Parrish, I've known them for a long time, they've known me since I was a young guy so they're fun to work with." Spoilers for EastEnders reveal that Lynda Carter is being blackmailed by an unknown person on behalf of Dean Wicks. A man by the name of Fraser shows up in Walford at the same moment and makes Lynda an offer from Dean. Are there any connections between the two events? When Fraser, one of Dean's accomplices, confronts Lynda at the Vic, she is taken aback. Fraser makes an effort to make Linda an offer, but Elaine intervenes and tells him to go. But when she's by herself with Johnny, she clearly shows that she's tempted to accept the offer. Johnny makes a valiant effort to dissuade Linda from the notion. She then plunges back into the bottle. The following day, she wakes up so drunk that she forgets Annie's dentist appointment, which worries Elaine. When the dentist informs Elaine that Annie's dental treatment has declined, Elaine offers to take Annie instead and is appalled. Linda asks Jack for his opinion on the trial in the meanwhile. Later, while she is closing down, she discovers something startling. What has Linda discovered? After receiving a letter with threats of blackmail, Linda is in disbelief. He calls Denise and Sharon, and they both try to figure out who might have sent it. A second letter of blackmail is waiting for Linda when she gets home, while Johnny fills Denise and Sharon in. She loses control and starts accusing others in the Vic, creating a disturbance. Upstairs in the Vic, Johnny tries to console his distressed mother. The perpetrator visits Dean while he's incarcerated. Who has been writing Linda letters offering blackmail? Next week's EastEnders spoilers reveal that Rice is still lying to everyone about his financial status while concealing the real reasons for Debbie's death. Linda is presented with an alluring opportunity elsewhere. A former acquaintance of Suki shows up at the square as well. Sonia tries her best to tell Rice that Debbie's post-mortem results are routine, but he is concerned by them. Later, Eve watches Rice in the cafe using Debbie's ring. And what is he going to do with it? Phil, meanwhile, is waging war. He informs Rice that he needs the fictitious investment scheme to pay off in less than a day. Since Rice lacks the funds to pay Phil, he lies to Sonia once more. Vinny and Suki are having lunch at Walford East when Nish and Aisha, the widow of Hardeep, whom Nish killed 20 years ago, interrupt them. After all this time, Suki is shocked to see Aisha and rushes to catch up with her. Nish uses Aisha's presence as a chance to sow doubts about Suki and Aisha's tight relationship in Eve's mind. Eve decides to take action because she can no longer stand Nish's manipulation of the situation. Eve chooses to pop the question to Suki in the Vic in front of Aisha, Stacy, and the Panesars following a run-in with Nish. What is Suki going to say? When one of Dean's contacts pays Linda a visit, she is taken aback. Elaine steps in quickly to remove Fraser from the situation after he makes Linda an offer. But as soon as Linda and Johnny are alone, it's obvious that Linda is drawn to the offer. Before his mother takes to the bottle once more, Johnny attempts to convince her out of it. After receiving a letter of blackmail later on, Linda loses control, making a scene and implicating everyone in the Vic. The writer of the letter pays Dean a visit when he is incarcerated. Who is that? When Elaine offers to drive Annie to her dentist appointment, Linda becomes combative when she wakes up hungover. Afterwards, Linda is shocked to learn that Annie has neglected her dental hygiene. Cindy tries to incite jealousy in Junior after he gets sidetracked at work. Later, the two share a bed. Cindy elevates Bobby to manager at Beals Eels with the intention of spending the afternoon with Junior, but it's obvious he's not cut out for the position. The next day, Bobby is still having trouble at Beals Eels, and when Cindy has to leave work due to a migraine, he becomes suspicious. Cindy joins Junior at number 45, and the two of them hurry upstairs right before Bobby shows up. Is he going to catch them red-handed? After Stevie leaves, Mo is depressed, so Freddie takes her bird watching in the square to lift her spirits. Mo observes a spark between Anna and Freddie as Anna joins in and thereafter gives Anna some fuel for thought. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.